Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I was warned not to marry my girlfriend by her best friend. What now? I have been with my girlfriend for 3 years and I've been planning to propose in the next couple of months. Recently we had a group of her friends over and I decided to share my plans with one of her best friends. For context, her best friend is a gay man who's been in a committed relationship for 8 years. Their relationship seems stable, and while they're not married, they treat it as if they are. He's also very blunt. He tends to speak his mind even when it causes tension, and he's not that great at sugarcoating things to avoid awkwardness. So when I told him about my plan to propose, he looked a bit uncomfortable. He said, "Good luck," while glancing around like he wanted to leave. His reaction surprised me, so I asked if he had any tips or if there was something he wanted to get off his chest about me. He said he actually likes me and enjoys spending time with me, which made the situation more confusing. I asked him directly what was bothering him, thinking I could handle whatever he said. That's when he told me he had concerns, not about me, but about my girlfriend. According to him, she has a pattern of being emotionally distant in relationships. He said she's dated people more for convenience than genuine affection, and that she only ever seemed truly excited about one guy in the past. Her excitement then was as simple as being eager to text him back or lighting up when he messaged her. He also pointed out that she still talks about her exes a lot, even though she doesn't keep in touch with them. I've noticed this too. She'll bring up old conversations with exes and talk about them in surprising detail. He also mentioned that she hasn't been single for more than a year since before high school. While he admitted that might be hypocritical, since he's been with his boyfriend since high school, he said he believes she sometimes confuses romantic relationships with emotional support systems. That hit home for me because during our first year together, I actually wondered if she was in love with him. Oh wait, they thought their girlfriend was in love with the best friend? I eventually dropped that thought after spending more time around him and realizing how committed he is to his boyfriend, and quite frankly, he's very gay. But the behaviors that raised my suspicions, her emotional dependence on him, only stopped after he established stronger boundaries. I remember a year into our relationship, my girlfriend got upset that he stopped coming over to comfort her after his boyfriend moved in full time. They had an argument, and he apparently admitted that her lack of boundaries were part of the reason he pulled back. Sometimes she would even sleep over at his place, which always struck me as odd. What surprised me is that she's never been overly clingy with me. If anything, she's independent and sometimes distant, but with him she had a strong emotional reliance. What started as me sharing exciting news turned into a conversation that left me feeling uncertain. I love my girlfriend, but her friend made some valid points that are now weighing on me. His comments echoed some things I had noticed but hadn't fully processed. Now I'm left wondering, why would he bring all this up? Was he trying to protect me, or was this crossing a line? Do I talk to my girlfriend about this? If I do and she finds out what he said, what does that mean for their friendship, or for mine with her? Does she have a right to know her friend shared this with me? Whoa! Okay, so I'm assuming when he said he liked him, he was saying he liked him as a person. And, just enjoyed spending time with him and cared about him as a person and probably didn't want his life to go downhill. Man, this is tough because it's not like the girlfriend cheated. And what is that? I don't even know what it is, because it's not even like the boyfriend didn't know all these things. The boyfriend literally said he knew everything that the best friend was talking about, and he was just agreeing with it. But even knowing all these things, he was still thinking about proposing. But after they talked about it, all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I don't know anymore." So what is that, right? What's going on? I'm confused too. So I guess it just depends on how the boyfriend feels now about marrying his current girlfriend. Is the love enough for him to pop the question kind of thing? Or does he feel like because they talked about it, he realized that his girlfriend doesn't actually love him and might be a red flag, and he's rethinking it? Wow, this is tough, hey? This is tough. You know what's crazy to me though? The fact that someone can know all these things about the partner, like all these red flaggy behaviors, but they'll be okay with it until someone mentions it. Then they're like, wait, that's true. I don't know anymore. Isn't that crazy? But you know what? I do respect the best friend. I feel like he's a good guy. He knows his best friend, and he probably knows that maybe she would say no to the proposal. Maybe he knows that she's just emotionally distant with this person. Maybe he's trying to save this person some face. Maybe. I don't know, but there's definitely something that the best friend knows that he's still not telling. Because your best friend wouldn't go to your partner all of a sudden and be like, yeah, I don't think you should marry her, if he didn't know anything. He definitely knows something, or she's probably said something to him, maybe something bad about her boyfriend, which makes this person be like, oh, yeah, I don't think you guys should get married. So yeah, there's still something that we don't know. But damn, what would you guys do? Right? Let's say like you want to marry someone so bad, and then their best friend comes to you and tells you all this. But also all these things you already knew. I think my boyfriend might be tampering with my toothbrush. No, hell no. We've been together for about 1.5 years. He's always been a little passive aggressive when he's upset. He won't talk things through. He just gets quiet or moody and gives me the silent treatment, or accuses me of trying to continue arguments when I'm trying to hash things out until the conversation ends. He loves to reset and act like an issue or disagreement never happened. Anyways, a few months ago, I started noticing my toothbrush was being moved. It's electronic and it would be off the charger on its side, or the whole thing scooted back forward. I thought it was just getting knocked around because our counterpart is small. Eventually, I started noticing that it would be wet in the middle of the day, or sometimes when I hadn't really brushed my teeth. One time, I noticed something on it like it had been used to clean grout. That's when I started keeping a small spare toothbrush hidden in my makeup bag, which never was moved or messed with. Here's the part that really makes me feel sick. I finally confronted him, after struggling to come to this reality that someone might be this disgusting, and said something straightforward along the lines of, "Are you doing something to my toothbrush when you're mad at me?" And he just laughed and said, "You're crazy," and then refused to talk about it further. I don't even know how to process that. Like what? I haven't seen him do it, so I don't have proof, but I know something is up. I feel crazy, but my gut is screaming at me that this is real, and he's getting back at me by putting my toothbrush in the toilet or something else gross. I haven't told anyone because it's honestly humiliating and gross, but I feel trapped between thinking I'm paranoid and realizing I might be with someone who would literally put my toothbrush in the toilet to get back at me. What do I even do? You had evidence. You found grout on your toothbrush. Yuck. And it's wet in the middle of the day when she didn't use it. That's all the evidence she needs. She doesn't need like video evidence. She has the evidence in her gut. All right, that's disgusting. I would not even want to be with someone who's moody because he's upset. Talk it out. Be mature. Like, what the hell are you, a kid? Silent treatment. Excuse me. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.